Hello everyone, I'm Ezgi and welcome back to my channel. A couple of days ago, it's been confirmed that Dune Part 2 will open in theaters as of October 20 next year. And after this exciting news, I wanted to talk about the first film. I'm not a professional film critic, of course, but as someone who admires this universe so much and as a cinema lover, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you about the cast and the film. I also would be very happy if you share your comments with me as well. I've got some notes here and let's get started. Okay. I'd like to start with Leto Atreides, the Duke. Let's see how he was described in the books. A tall man with olive skin, long black hair, with a narrow face full of angles and planes, with high bright aquiline nose and grey eyes. We see Oscar Isaac as the Duke in the movie, and he doesn't quite fit the description obviously, but I think it was an incredible choice. It was incredibly enjoyable to watch him as the Duke. He made me believe that he is a Duke, you know? He had the charisma of a Duke and everything. Actually Leto Atreides is a really important character and he has done so much more than we see in the movie. But I think it was impossible to show us everything about a character who had to die so soon in the movie. But I think they just had to leave an impression on us about this character. We had to understand that he is so much more, and I think they certainly did it. I'll continue with Paul Atreides. He was described in the books as a small boy with an olive face, with tousled coal-colored hair, a thin nose, long lashes and green eyes. In fact, while reading the books, we understand that he looks like a boy and like a man at the same time. But actually, he has a more strong and more agile physique than he looks. He is really strong and he is a really good fighter. His appearance also changed during the time he spent with Fremens, and he gets older, of course. And Timothée Chalamet. I just cannot imagine a better Paul Atreides. I think he was the best choice to play this character, best of the best. I think he was born to play this role. I just can't imagine a better one, you know? It just feels right. And he really looks like the child of the Duke and Jessica, so this made audience believe in the story much more, I think. It was incredible to watch him in the first movie, and I just can't wait to see him in the sequels. And other important character, Lady Jessica, of course. She was described as a tall, slim woman with bronze-colored hair, green eyes, and a small, slightly upturned nose and a wide, generous mouth. We understand that Jessica has an impressive and a pretty appearance, but with the cool and distant demeanor of the Bene Gesserit, of course. We see Rebecca Ferguson as Jessica. She is such a good and pretty actress, and it was amazing to see her as Jessica. Except for her mouth, I think she quite fits the description. And more than that, I thought her aura was hypnotizing while seeing the movie, and it was just so impressive. And I think I know that this is what Jessica is all about, and I think Rebecca Ferguson just nailed it. I guess we will see her in more important and critical positions in the part 2, and I just can't wait. Okay, I'll go with Duncan Idaho, and he was described like he has a dark skin, round face, black curly goat hair. We understand that he is a really good warrior and his physique is directly proportional to this image, like his muscles and his body are very impressive, especially on women. And Jason Momoa, I think he was the perfect choice because he made the impact that Duncan should have made on the audience. I know that some people don't understand how an actor like Jason Momoa would appear and die so quickly in a movie like an extra, But actually, this character is so much more. We could have seen it if this whole series were adapted as a movie, but we don't know this yet. And for the second part, I don't think we will see so much Duncan. And let's go with Gurney Halleck. The character was described as blonde and balding, has brawny arms, long-fingered hands, a lumpy face with flat features, a too round nose, a lumpy chin, blue eyes, and a scarred mouth. I think Josh Brolin is such an amazing actor and he was a great choice for this character. Josh Brolin made this character really charismatic because, you know, this character is supposed to be ugly lump of a man. But I don't have a problem watching a charismatic Gurney, you know? As you know, we haven't seen him that in the first movie. That means we will certainly see him in the second part. And oh, let's go with Stilgar. He was described as a thin man with darkly veined hands, a thin nose, and a full-lipped mouth and a black beard. I loved to see Javier Bardem as Stilgar. I think he was a great choice. He is such an incredible actor. He is not that thin as in the description, but I don't care. And I'm so happy that we will see him more for a long time. I'd like to go with Chani. This character is very skinny, with an elfin face, long tawny red hair and big eyes. Zendaya is a really great choice to portray this character, obviously. And most of us were really surprised that even though the movie promoted with Zendaya, she only appeared in the movie like 7 minutes or something. However, I guess that we will see her more in the second part. When I think of Zendaya as Chani in the upcoming chapters in the book, and the movie of course, she just fits. Part of me just wished to watch a different Zendaya. You know, maybe they could make her hair like in the description or something, but it would be nice to watch a different Zendaya with a different appearance. You know what I mean? Anyway, she's a good choice obviously, and I assure you that we will see her more. Okay, let's go with Chani's father, Liet Kynes. He was described as a tall man, also thin, with sandy hair, thick eyebrows, a beard and mustache. Yes, this character is supposed to be a man, but they changed the gender in the movie. Sharon Duncan Brewster plays this character. It was great to watch. Actually, this character is really important because Liet Kynes is the one who dreamed of a green Arrakis and he made the Fremens believe in this dream. Maybe the writers thought that it would be better if such an inspirational character to be a woman. I don't know. Actually, the gender of this character doesn't have an impact on the story. It just didn't feel wrong while watching it. Okay, I'll go with the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. By the way, I must say that he had a completely different appearance before the start of the story, but I'll save this one for another video. He was described as a fat man with black eyes and cheeks, protruding lips and bobbing jaws and deep voice. We see that he is so fat that he needs suspensors to be able to walk. I think they have created the best Baron by the makeup on Stellan Skarsgård, and he nailed the character who should be really cruel and frightening. I loved the acting and the makeup of course. As you know, they showed us that he didn't die in the first movie, so that means we will continue to see him. And as the last one, I'll go with one of the most cruel and frightening characters, Rabban. He was described and called as the Beast. He is basically like sadistic, and he's cruel, and he has no intelligence. And I think they both nailed it. We didn't see him much, but we'll definitely see him more in the second part. Yes, everyone, there are definitely more characters and great actors. I think the whole cast of the movie was excellent. Overall, the first movie fits really well with the book and the story. There are no major changes. I think they adapted everything nearly perfectly and preserved the world created by the book as much as possible, like the clothes, planets, and all the details such as glow globes and hunter seekers and everything. And the atmosphere Musics were really amazing and hypnotizing. I think you would agree with me if I say it was 20 times impressive on the theaters, if you had chance to watch it in the theaters, of course. Especially the sandworms. It was incredibly exciting and hypnotizing to watch. So guys, as you can understand, I was and I am incredibly impressed. I don't know how it could have been shot better, and frankly, it is not mine to comment on it. And of course, credits for Denis Villeneuve, who is such an amazing director. By the way, the cast I was most curious about the second part was Princess Ireland, and it's been confirmed that Florence Pugh will portray her. I think she's a good choice, obviously, but while reading it, part of me wanted to see Sophie Turner as Princess Ireland, but anyway, I'm sure Florence Pugh will be perfect. Also, I'm so excited to see Christopher Walken as the Emperor and Austin Butler as Fate. I hope to share my comments about the second part after watching it. So everyone, I'd like to know your thoughts on the first movie and expectations for the second one. And I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves.